Well, hey there, folks. Judy here from East Texas Living. And it was a hot day today. It was about 80 degrees today, and thank goodness the wind has died down. The wind for 2 days has just been ripping, and we have a wildfire across the road and down maybe a half a mile from our property. Yesterday I was out in the orchard and there was so much smoke I had to come in the house. So, we're not in any kind of evacuation area, but it's definitely close by. I looked up the information for Cass County, and supposedly it's 40% contained, and I sure hope so. But yeah, the wind, this is calm, and I mean, it has been just ripping. Yesterday was very, very high winds, and so I don't know what's going on, but I know it's incredibly dry here, and this area is almost really like a swampy area, and that's what's so strange, is it is so dry. The soil is like talcum powder, and it's February. I mean, I sure hope that we get some spring rains that are substantial and not just one massive downpour and that's it. So hope we get some nice soaking rain that, our systems and our lakes and our rivers and all of that can soak in the ground, for crying out loud. I mean, it is dry, like tinderbox dry. So anyway, watered the carrots today. Kind of losing hope on those things. I may have to redo them, but anyway, and but if I do, I do. That's life, of gardening. But Jimmy was trying to get some buckwheat. I think that's what he's planting for a ground cover out in some of the areas that he has cleared, and hopefully we'll get some rain. We wasted a lot of seed last year because we planted I forget what ground cover it was he planted, and it was just so dry. It just never got any moisture, so it just never came up. So that's just part of what we're dealing with here. But I really haven't shown y'all the ground, but I'll switch the camera around and y'all can see. I'm not exaggerating, it really is like talcum powder. So hold on, I'll show you. So you can kind of see right there. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, everywhere on the property it's like that. And so, there's quite a bit of timber here in this part of Texas, and you get that dry, it gets a little scary, from that standpoint, that you could have a wildfire. So y'all pray for us that they get this one under control. Like I said, they said it was 40% contained. I don't know. We saw the big airplane fire, the ones that drop the fire retardant. It's gone over our house twice today, and so that's a good sign. I mean, I'm glad they're on it, but calling in those guys is kind of scary. And if the wind would just die down, again, it's a lot more calm than it was yesterday, but if it could just die down, that would be a huge plus for us. But anyway, just coming to y'all and letting you know what's going on as far as this wildfire in our area, and sure hoping that we can get a break with the rain. We sure as heck need it. But anyway, we got a few clouds in the sky. I sure hope that's a good sign that maybe at least we'll get a little bit of moisture, and if nothing else, these firefighters, maybe it'll bring a little more humidity and these firefighters will get a break. So I went to the post office this morning in Marietta, and I saw a bunch of fire apparatus and those trailers, like they carry the lowboy trailers for the dozers and stuff. So just not very far from our house, and so I think they'll get it under control, but certainly it's not a good feeling. So anyway, but we're doing okay, and it's hot, and just pray for rain for Northeast Texas, and pray that the wind will settle down, and we'll be all right. So Anyway, y'all keep the faith and take care. And until the next time, we'll talk to you later.